Good morning, and welcome to the online worship service for the Unitarian Universalist Church of Greater Lynn. My name is Mark LaPointe, and I'm the Director of Community Life and Learning. It's a pleasure to be with you today, in one format at least. We want to let you know that although we're here on a screen in front of you, the sentiments, the words, the emotions that we bring are very real. I hate to use a cliche, but we are all in this together. If you have any needs that are not being met, material or emotional, please contact the church. We're here to help. We do have some online offerings through Zoom, small group ministry, meditation group, a lovely weekly gathering with the minister and worship, of course. And at 11 o'clock, after we're done here, we invite you all to join us live through Zoom for our fellowship hour. Bring your coffee, settle in, and see some friends. Thank you again for allowing us to be part of today and every Sunday. We will meet again in the church building when it's safe to do so. But we're so blessed to be able to bring you these messages through this technology. Settle in, and let's all join together in a spirit of worship.
We light our chalice this morning to kindle the light of community among us, wherever we are. Let the flame warm us and remind us that we are together in spirit. Let us now affirm our covenant together. Love is the doctrine of this church, the quest for truth its sacrament, and service its prayer. To dwell together in peace, to seek knowledge and freedom, to serve human need, to the end that all souls shall grow into harmony with the divine. Thus do we covenant with each other and with God.
The Body is Humankind by Norman Cousins. I am a single cell in a body of 4 billion cells. The body is humankind. I am a single cell. My needs are individual, but they are not unique. I am interlocked with other human beings in the consequences of our actions, thoughts, and feelings. I will work for human unity and human peace, for a moral order in harmony with the order of the universe. Together we share the quest for a society of the whole equal to our needs, a society in which we need not live beneath our moral capacity and in which justice has a life of its own. We are single cells in a body of 4 billion cells. The body is humankind. Here ends the reading. Many of you are wondering where you can contribute that would make a local direct impact on our wider community here in Essex County. It's very easy to do that. We have partnered with the Essex County Community Organization, or ECHO, or I should say we continue to partner with them. And the Social Justice Ministry team has asked me to share with you again, because you got all of this information in your weekly update, a couple of the initiatives that ECHO has begun to respond to the COVID-19 crisis. The first thing is No One Stands Alone Fund. The No One Stands Alone Fund is raising money for our neighbors. All of the monies collected will go directly to them. They are those who are in danger of homelessness or hunger, who have urgent needs. I contributed the other day and I noticed that the fund was almost at $75,000. Let's get that lifted up. And if you'd like to organize your own fundraiser on behalf of the No One Stands Alone Fund, please let me know. I'd be happy to help you do that. The other thing that ECHO is doing is they have started an immigrant worker-owned co-op called the Shine Together Co-op, and they have launched Shine Together Delivers to provide grocery shopping and delivery services and the preparation of prepared meals that will, of course, again, support our neighbors and get you food or meals delivered safely with no contact right to your door. So you can please let us know. Right now, we are just determining interest in this initiative. And so if you can contact Martha Curry, Debbie Boggs, or Scott Noka to say, yes, I'm really interested in supporting the Shine Together Co-op. What do I do? Where do I sign up? You can give them a call. And again, their information is also in our weekly update. And thank you to all of them. You can also decide, you know what? I'd like to help the co-op go out and do their shopping. So you can become a Solidarity consumer of their services, or you can become a Solidarity volunteer with the co-op. And I can imagine some of you very much wanting to do that. Emotional solidarity is also very, very important at this time. And so there is an opportunity to reach out through calls and emails in the coming days to get in touch with our church community to help them connect with the Shine Together Co-op or to be active through ECHO. And so that's something that I hope you will let us know, any of us know, if you are interested in making some of those calls. You may not know this, or maybe it has, with all of the other news, fallen kind of to the back of your mind or consciousness, but there are still tens of thousands of immigrants in detention in centers all across the United States. The conditions in those detention centers are horrible and inhumane, and with the spread of the coronavirus, they promise to become even more lethal. So I wanted you to know about another campaign called #FreeThemAll. And I won't go into detail about the Free Them All campaign. I just wanted to let you know about it because it's something that we as a church may be able to take action on in days to come. We know that the federal government wants to harm our immigrant neighbors and residents in the United States and our workers. We know that they are considered expendable to our leaders on the federal level, and I use the word leaders very loosely. So we are going to continue to advocate on the local levels, talking to governors, talking to our mayors, talking to our sheriffs. These are all things that we can do in the name of our faith that calls us to live not just for ourselves, but to live for one another. Thank you for listening. Thank you for engaging. And the morning offering will be most gratefully received. I Hear America Singing by Walt Whitman. I hear America singing, the varied carols I hear, those of mechanics, each one singing his as it should be, blithe and strong, the carpenter singing his as he measures his plank or beam, the mason singing his as he makes ready for work or leaves off work, the boatman singing what belongs to him in his boat, the deckhand singing on the steamboat deck, the shoemaker singing as he sits on his bench, the hatter singing as he stands, the woodcutter's song, the plowboy's on his way in the morning, or at noon intermission, or at sundown, the delicious singing of the mother, or of the young wife at work, or of the girl sewing or washing, each singing what belongs to him or her and to none else. The day, what belongs to the day. At night, the party of young fellows, robust, friendly, singing with open mouths their strong, melodious songs. Such a romantic, beautiful ode to the American worker in the 19th century. I hear America singing today, the sanitation workers wearing masks as they empty trash barrels heavy with discarded, excessive packaging of manufactured goods made in China. The postal worker making her rounds wearing disposable gloves and humming along with whatever music is coming through her headphones. I hear America singing in the Instacart shoppers I saw last night, part of the gig economy, nervously navigating their way down the aisles at Wegmans, not attending to social distancing because they're too focused on trying to get their order right and reading on their tiny little phones. I heard America singing this past week in the voice of Marta Salazar, a day laborer from Pasadena, who said on an organizing call that I was on, organized by the Brooklyn Defender Services, "We have become the forgotten ones. We have been the ones who have been left out." Marta spoke of a pandemic of uncertainty that is a crisis in our community. Marta and other undocumented immigrant workers look at their pay stubs and they see that federal taxes have been taken out and state taxes have been taken out and Medicare has been taken out, and yet they are workers who receive no benefits from the federal government. They are ineligible for Medicare. Can we join together, she asked, to make sure that some of the resources reach us? Sí, se puede. Yes, we can. Yes, we must. Workers like Marta have been subsidizing the American economy for decades. We can't let them be forgotten. We can't let them be the victims of the federal government's racist exclusions. We have to put pressure, therefore, on our local governments, on our governors and our mayors, to extend benefits to our neighbors, not just because they are essential workers, but because they're human beings, because they deserve to live, to eat, to receive medical care when they're sick, to be treated as people who matter, not just to our economy, but to our community as neighbors, friends, leaders, an essential part of the body that we are. I hear America singing in the voices that were raised this past Tuesday, which was a day of remembrance for workers killed in the workplace, memorialized for their sacrifice to unsafe labor practices under lethal employment conditions. I want us to raise our voices with them, to flex our collective compassion as Salvador Sarmiento, National Day Laborer Organizing Network, of the National Day Laborer Organizing Network, said this week. I'm so grateful that even with severely limited social mobility, we can all flex our muscles of compassion and solidarity from where we are, even as we support public health and safety initiatives to help stop the spread of coronavirus. You know, if somebody had asked me a year ago to predict, Vicki, what do you think that people you know would do if a plague came upon the earth, endangering the health and lives of millions of people, and entire countries shut down, and most airplanes stopped flying, and governors came on television and told everybody, please don't leave your homes unless it's absolutely necessary to get food, and because there's a new virus loose for which there's no treatment that's overwhelming our hospitals and clinics and funeral homes and crematoriums. How do you think that the people you know who weren't medical workers and funeral directors and so on, how do you think the average person would respond to such a development? And I would probably say something like, I don't know, maybe we would just get under our covers and cry and come out occasionally to have some soup. I don't know. And if someone had asked, okay, so what do you think you would do as a church? I would also have said, I have no idea, because I mean, the church is all about relationships. It's all about gatherings. It's all about connection. It's very physicalized. It's very incarnate. So I really don't want to think about it. I don't know if we could function. Well, so here we are. I would never have imagined that I would have the material and the resources to do a social justice sermon 6 weeks into a global pandemic. But yet, here I am. I'm so grateful for the people out there who are organized and are incredibly courageous and are thinking about our collective survival, and not just, am I able to put food on my own table? I am incredibly inspired. I am incredibly encouraged by this. I am proud to be any part of it. And I am proud to know you, congregation. I'm inspired by you. I'm inspired by the ways that so many of you are working with our partners in Essex County who know and have helped us to remain clear about our church's mission and our life's work, and to help us move forward in that work even as we're staying put in our various locations. I'm so grateful to everyone who's maintained connection and relationship and said, here's how you can direct yourselves in a time of emotional overload and massive incompetence and mendacity coming out of our federal government. I hear America singing many songs right now, but one of the melodies is a tune of resistance and survival and resilience. I want to tune into that song. I want to sing it with those who are asking me and you to respect their labor and their political work on behalf of a humane and just society, and who haven't stopped, even in these conditions. I know that my life's work is to put my heart and soul every day in the service of this movement toward collective liberation. To know myself one with every sentient being who wants and deserves a chance to experience life as a respected member of a dignified and morally improvable, thank God, species. At 4:30 today, and you've already been hearing some of the sirens in the background, and I hope they're related, I think they are, and some honking. There's going to be an action in the city of Lynn in support of workers to honor International Workers' Day. I want to be there. So excuse me for now. I have a motorcade to join.
Let us end with these words from Universalist Olympia Brown, the first woman minister whose ordination was recognized by a denomination. Brown spent a lifetime working for women's suffrage, and she was among the few original suffragists still alive to vote at long last in 1919. stand by this faith, work for it, and sacrifice for it. There is nothing in all the world so important as to be loyal to this faith, which has placed before us the loftiest ideals, which has comforted us in sorrow, strengthened us for noble duty, and made the world beautiful. Do not demand immediate results, but rejoice that we are worthy to be entrusted with this great message, that you are strong enough to work for a great true principle without counting the cost. Go on finding ever new applications of these truths and new enjoyments in their contemplation, always trusting in the one God which ever lives and loves. And let the people say, Amen.